Italy reported its largest single-day death toll today. 627 people died in the last 24 hours. And even as Italy struggles and tries to keep up, China just sent a team of experts who just went through their coronavirus catastrophe to try to advise and help out with the situation in northern Italy. The vice president of the Chinese Red Cross on that visit to northern Italy said that from what he can observe, what Italy is doing to try to slow the rate of new infections, which are frankly the kinds of measures we're just lackadaisically starting right now in a few states in this country. The Chinese officials who just went through this in their own country are visiting Italy, and they say what Italy is doing is not nearly strict enough to make enough of a difference. Quote, here in Milan, he said, the hardest hit area by COVID-19, the lockdown measures are very lax. I can see public transport is still running. People are still moving around, having gatherings in hotels, and they are not wearing masks. Quote, I don't know what people here are thinking. We really have to stop our usual economic activities and our usual human interactions. We have to stay at home and make every effort to save lives. It is worth putting every cost we have into saving lives. Again, that's what the head of the Chinese Red Cross is telling northern Italy about how well they're doing in their nationwide lockdown effort. Their nationwide lockdown effort in Italy is effectively the same kind of stay-at-home order that only 3 U.S. states have thus far adopted, and those 3 only in the last 24 hours. So here we go. There was some more happy talk from the White House today about how plentiful our national supply of ventilators is, as there's no problem there, and also how plentiful the supply of masks and personal protective equipment is. There's tons of that stuff. There's murmuring from the White House that there will maybe be some additional manufacturing of those things, but we'll see. Let's hope so. I mean, if those things do eventually start getting manufactured in greater numbers because the federal government decides to do something about it, let's hope all those things come with a time machine, too, to turn back the clock on these last 3 months that have been wasted while the White House was saying this was a hoax. I don't know if the federal government is ever going to get it together. But as of now, with the first hospitals in America reporting that they are all filled up, we are out of time waiting for the federal government to get it together. The best-run states, the clearest-eyed leaders in the best-run states right now are just going on their own. They have to be now. And if your state isn't, you should not hope that there will be some kind of federal response that will step up to fix things when things start to get dark in your state over the next few weeks. States, we have learned, have to go on their own. Yes, we need a national manufacturing mandate for ventilators. We need that. We need a national manufacturing mandate and a national coordination effort for the distribution of protective equipment for healthcare providers and the other crucial supplies they're already running out of and rationing and unsafely reusing. And yeah, weeks ago, we needed a national effort to get millions of coronavirus tests in the field. We've needed all of these things from the federal government. The federal government is failing at all of these things. And that is lamentable, and I lament it. But it's not stopping the virus, right? It's not stopping these things from moving forward. It's not stopping the influx at our hospitals from starting as of today. So lament it all you want, but if you're a state official, the lesson is go. Go now.
Do you want the president to use the Defense Production Act to ramp up production of medical supplies?
Look, if I had a New York State Defense Production Act, I would use it, Jesse. I don't have it. So what I'm saying is I'll pay businesses more. I'll fund a new business if you can make these products. I'm trying to make these products. If you are in this line of work, you know, we need masks. If you're making clothing, figure out if you can make masks. I'll fund it. So I'm doing everything I can to increase the production.
If you're making clothing, figure out if you can make masks for nurses. And New York State will pay you. I mean, that's where we're at. That's where we're at.